Hey team, one of my favourite exercises is of course the bear crawl, and I often get some questions sent through of, am I doing it correctly? Well, here's a couple of things to really check if you're on track with your bear crawls. Now, the most common mistake I see in a bear crawl is people using the same side as they crawl across. So right hand, right foot moving at the same time. With our crawling, we want it to be a contralateral drill, and I'll come back to why that is. The next mistake I see is getting those knees all the way up and the bottom up off the ground. We don't want that to happen. The next mistake I see is very much related to the footwear that you're using. If you've got big, thick, clunky shoes, it's really going to limit that forefoot mobility required to get that foot under. So you need some good Vivo barefoot shoes like these ones, or just go straight into your bare feet. Let's go back to the first two reasons why we can often get it wrong. When we are doing a bear crawl, we want to be working opposite hand and opposite foot through that crawling. We want to be doing the contralateral movement, because we're then working that little bridge between the two hemispheres of the brain that helps that cross communication of the brain's network down to the muscle groups. Now, 10% of the left side of my brain controls that right side movement, 90% goes into stability. So when we're doing that opposite hand, opposite foot moving, we're really getting both parts of the brain to really fire up and work on that stability and that opposite contraction of the opposite side of the body. And as a result, it's really good for your coordination and that muscular development to work on balance between the two sides of the body. The next thing with having our knees all the way up off the ground is we're not using our abdominal core. One of the great reasons the bear crawl is so good for is it focuses on stability and force transference in this abdominal core. Now, that's not all about just holding a bridge for 2 or 3 minutes. No, thank you. What we want to be able to do with our abdominal core is balance and then transfer that force from my lower body to my upper body and stabilize on an uneven surface, or stabilize with reduced input to the ground, so you can brace better through here, so you've got more stability and control in your upper body and lower body. Once we develop that enough and we then put that into other movement perspectives, you really then become a much safer athlete, because you're able to control dynamically that flow of force transference from the lower body to the upper body and stabilize through here. It's not just about holding a plank for 2 minutes. Now, with our feet, we need those toes to curl under. We need them to be flexed, extended, and we need that forefoot, from the first bone up in that forefoot, to be stabilizing. And for that to happen, we need some mobile shoes. We need those shoes to be able to move with your foot, not really locking your arch and not hold it rigidly in place. So either go barefoot or go with some minimalist Vivo barefoot shoes like I have on. Focus on squeezing the muscles that stop you doing number ones and number twos. Focus on knees 1 centimeter off the ground. 1 centimeter is almost touching, it's not up there. Focus on opposite hand, opposite foot moving, and focus on the thought that you have a cup of water on your tailbone and you can't spill a drop. And as a result, you're really going to be working on that slow bear with precision and control, and you're going to really reap the benefits of that slow bear, moving forwards and backwards, opposite hand, opposite foot, cup of water on your tailbone, squeezing the muscles that stop you doing number ones and number twos, keeping those knees nice and low, and moving smoothly and with control for the slow bear.